Hi, I'm Robert Scoosland here during the first intermission of our Spitfires hockey game, and I'm glad to be here with Hall of Famer Ted Lindsay.
Bob, nice to be with you.
Nice to be here, Ted. Nice to have you here. We're talking about the NHL and you being there for so many years. Did you ever play in Windsor Arena?
Oh, many times. In fact, when I turned pro in '44, that's 1944, we trained there. The Red Wings trained there, and also the Cleveland Barons of the American League trained there, and so that was my first exposure to Windsor Arena.
Well, it's one of the grand arenas from 1925, I believe. It's been up. What do you
I think they're ready for a new one.
I think they are too, and so is the town. What do you think about some of these new arenas now? Basically, everything's almost gone now. I think Maple Leaf Gardens is the last one of the original 6 buildings.
They were beautiful buildings. I mean, Joe Louis will never be Olympia. I don't care if they play in Joe Louis for 1,000 years. I don't think they're going to, but there was an atmosphere in those buildings that these new architectural, where they just lay them right out flat, you don't have the same feeling. Balconies were wonderful things because it brought people close to the ice.
Yeah, I think that is a big thing. You find that with all the stadiums today, and I think that's one of the things with Tiger Stadium. They're trying to keep it closer to the field.
Well, I think it's, I always say these architects today are architectural, they're institutional architects.
Yeah.
They build hospitals, they build office buildings, but they don't realize that when you go to the end of a period, there's 20,000 people that want to go to the bathroom, you know, and so they got small little bathrooms, and the people I always feel sorry for are the ladies.
Yes, yeah.
Because they're usually lined out into the hallway. You know?
Well, talking about old-time hockey, we have this video here called Net Worth. It was produced and shown on the CBC. Tell us a little bit about this, Ted. This was just a fascinating show I saw.
Well, there was a book written in Canada in '91. It came out in '91 by a husband and wife team, Alison Griffith and David Cruz. And it was called Net Worth, and it had 12, 14 chapters in it that covered hockey from the beginning up until the late '80s. And in the book, there was one chapter called Lindsay's Dream, and CBC expressed an interest in doing a movie on that. And they started it a couple of times, but they never got it completed because the authors wanted to do the screenwriting, but apparently if you're an author, it doesn't necessarily mean you could write a screen script, and so that's where their problems were. So they finally got it done after they had the lockout in hockey, and then there was the baseball strike, and then CBC resurrected it again, and they thought it was a good time for it.
Yeah, it's total fascination. I really enjoyed it. Now, basically, it's about you starting the Players Association.
That's what it is, Bob. It covers the story of my forming the Players Association. That was a very difficult time because we as hockey players never talked to each other on the other teams. In fact, we hated each other. That was the basic attitude. It was a wonderful way to play hockey, but the All-Star game was always played before the season started. And this is when we put the thing in motion. I had been talking to Bob Feller, who was the head of the American League Baseball Players Association, for about 2 years. I've been thinking about this for quite a while. There were many injustices being done to the average fringe hockey player. And I figured we had to have a vehicle that we could sit down as a unit and talk to management and to owners.
I think that's the one that really got me when I saw that. I think it was in Toronto. The gentleman selling the sticks, was that?
Oh, Busher Jackson.
Busher Jackson, yes.
And then this is very true. A lot of, I heard Don Cherry one night say this is, not true, but we used to, periodically, we practiced at the Gardens, and Busher, I was coming out of there one day after practice, and he had some sticks, and he was trying to sell them, and it was a shame, because he was the key hockey player on the Maple Leafs in the '30s,
yeah.
And had Toronto right in the palm of his hands, and to see this happen was a shame.
Yeah. Now, the movie that was done, how strict to reality is it?
Everything in the movie is perfectly 100% on. There's only one Hollywood part in it, and there's a man that gets burnt to death in a car, supposedly a player, and but that was Hollywood, and CBC, I guess, kind of thought they had to go a little bit Hollywood, but it wasn't necessary. The rest of it all is very true.
Now, this video is not available anywhere. However, I understand you'll be coming to Cogeco Cable?
Yes, we have the Rotary and the St. Clair.
Yeah, the Windsor St. Clair Rotary Club,
Yeah.
their auction.
And the auction, and it's all connected with Cogeco, I understand,
Yeah.
too, and I learned the word about Cogeco also today. But we're looking forward to it. We'll be there on the 20th at the auction from 6 to 9, and we're going to sign this for anybody that wants to buy it. And I understand the proceeds are going to the auction, and that's what we're all about.
Yeah, that's going to be excellent, and it is an excellent movie. If you get the opportunity, come on down. Ted will sign these, and it's just it's must viewing for anyone that enjoys hockey.
Anybody that would, yes, and the quality of the show is that they won 5 Emmys.
Yeah.
Which would be, in the United States, are 5 Oscars. They won it for the best movie, the best actor, the best supporting actor, and Al Waxman, who is a professional actor, he played Jack Adams, and he did a fabulous job.